Yo, these updates on these services is funny, yo. I was getting ready to go live real quick, and boom, this motherfucker cut off all the way on me and re up. This shit is funny how they be trying to manipulate stuff. Excuse me, y'all. I had to get up early this morning and have my dandelion root tea. A lot of people don't know who are having heart issues or some other issues that dandelion is one of the most strongest. Excuse my hair, because yeah, I'm just letting it because I'm gonna go out in the sun. It's gonna get hot today, and just let the sun do its thing. So dandelion root and dandelion leaves are one of the best things for your heart. The root, very good for your veins, your arteries, not just in how it operates, but also in strengthening it. I use it because I know that there's a lot of things going on in this world, and they want people to succumb to these things. I've visited doctors. Like I said, I'm Desert Storm era veteran. And from the inoculation from when we were children, because our parents are ignorant as fuck that we don't need. We never need no inoculations. We never needed none of that crap. All right? We never needed these shots, all this stuff that they're doing right now, is unnecessary. They're weakening your system. And mentally they're doing it too, because the more violent movies you see, rumors of wars, and the downright despicable hate that you get from inconsistent beings running around in costumes is not just stress. It formulates like a hyperbarrier, like another realm inside of a realm. And the body's not meant to deal with that, especially if it's not trained or reared, nurtured to be able to deal with it. And nobody's nurtured or reared. We raised in ignorance. Like we see this thing in Sacramento, right? Where there's 2 or 3 motherfuckers went shooting, killed 6 people. One of them got dead. Another one wounded, arrested. Second one, I think, arrested. Whether it's real or fake, let me tell you something. This shit happens all the time. This is more attempt by the fake ass liberals to take your rights, which bad motherfuckers who shouldn't have a gun don't have nothing to do with people who are legal to have a gun. See, our people have become so consistently inconsistent that their ignorance is illuminated by the people they follow when they shouldn't be following no goddamn body. First of all, government is not there for us to follow. We don't vote motherfuckers in to follow them. They're supposed to follow what we desire and need, just like these fucking so-called fake-ass police officers out here. Now, I got friends who are police officers, but the thing is, they want to do the job to the best of their ability around a lot of corrupt motherfuckers, and they've spoken on it numerous times. I've had friends who are in the police department 4 to 8 years, and they said, fuck this, because the corruption is so steep. You know, I look at that motherfucker Tatum, right? I used to follow him because, conservative views. I'm more libertarian, but conservative. Because we're a republic. We're the original mother republic. So I have a hard time looking at motherfuckers who came over here in 1940 and 1990, and they're born a couple of generations here, and these motherfuckers run around think they own America because they pale skin. And I'm always casting them, to correct and rechange some shit. See, I have no hate towards my pale skin brothers because I know the true story of the Pale Wolf and Dark Wolf. On both sides, there's people of all kind of colors. But it's not about race. This is some fictional made up shit so they can divide the lines and they can like it was supposed to be, but it was supposed to be not bad and one good. It was supposed to be both good. One chose a bad course, was put away. They're out, and they're running around creating all the shit you see now. Anyway, we're not supposed to get all this shit that they're doing. These motherfuckers are sick and deviant, and most people aren't going to wake up. Some people are going to have to die, a lot of people, and not by some fucking worthless ass war with sociopaths who have been reared and nurtured in ignorance, raised, all right, to perform what they do. It's going to take motherfuckers, if you're good, like you, to rise above this machine and say enough of this fuck shit. Because they're everywhere. People like us are everywhere. The thing is, we don't know who to trust, and where's the unity at? Well, nobody's taking the first step because they keep playing, these idiots keep playing their fucking game. Like January 6th shit, running the Capitol. That was all inside. That was all agents. And most of the motherfuckers who didn't want to do it didn't go inside. They don't never show you that. What about this bitch, the Air Force bitch who got shot? You ain't heard nothing about her. Ain't nobody get dead over there. People, hey, much love and respect to everybody in the chat room. Ain't nobody heard nothing. They keep manipulating, falling back. They get. Let me tell you something. When you tell one lie, right? What you gotta do? You keep, and you want to keep continue to lie. You got to build lie upon lie upon lie. When I was having issues after drowning on blood for almost 7 days, when I was living on the res, almost a little over 2 years ago, them motherfuckers jumped to take care of me and everything. Then about a year later, I was working out under 315 pounds. I started using this stuff called native protein powder and blah, blah, blah. Now, usually I would take a little bit and send it off to a good friend of mine and say, yo, man, test this shit for what's, and see what, he's in California. He's a bodybuilder, doctor, and he has his own shit in his basement to test all kind of shit. And my ignorant ass, I trusted it. Other people using it. I used it. All of a sudden, one day I was working out, my blood pressure dropped. I felt lightheaded. I felt faint. And I was like, what the fuck? 225 pounds, 5'10" and a half. I'm sitting here going, at 55 years old, well, 54, well, I was about 55 then. Like, what the fuck is going on? You dig what I'm saying? And hey, what's going on, El Drag? What's going on, Original Home? Hey, what's going on, families? So I went to the emergency room, right? These motherfuckers know who I am. Hell, a year before that, they helped save me from after being poisoned by a fucking black widow. A worthless, lazy, no good bitch. I don't have nothing nice to say. I will never have nothing nice to say. People out here harming one another. Yeah, okay, I'm deadly, but for what? A samurai doesn't want to harm anybody. Once they learn the way, they're like, this is the worst thing in the world. They want to be able to write poetry. They want to go ahead and paint, do calligraphy, the writing, and they want to go ahead and take care of horticulture because it's so connected to the earth. And that's our way. And the samurai is not the true word of the true Anoa people of Japan, which these fake motherfuckers who are mongrel, means pale skin, like you see in Russia, like you see, all right, in Puerto Rico, you see Spaniards. You don't see no Chinos, right? Why? Because the Asians didn't make it that far. Because they had to go over where? Philippines and certain islands like that. And most of them either stayed here to fight us, along with the pale skin and some of the dark Merinos. That's why the only ones I consider relatives are the mestizos. Those are the only ones who actually have our bloodline in them. The other ones have some of the, they're a mixture. And those are still our fucking enemies. Not all, but majority. Because sometimes they wait. And you see how by their act. And when I see enemies, I'm not talking about enemies I'm talking about enemies to life. Because they don't even know the truth anymore. Enemies to their self. You see what they're doing to one another. And you would think that they would look, man. We can sit there and talk about certain Indonesia, Philippines. We can talk about their presidents. We can talk about the headhunters, people running around murdering children, or drug dealers, and this, that, and other. There's a broader things we can speak on. It comes back to the fact that we're living in a very, very corrupt, and y'all all know this, society. But the thing is, nobody wants to get to the root to stop it. Nobody wants to get to the bad root to remove it. And it starts at these motherfuckers who are hidden at the top. And how are they hidden? By the corporations and this legislation and all these fake congressmen and fake politicians. These motherfuckers are the most worthless pieces of ass sumps we have ever seen in our lives. Yet nobody's paying attention. Everybody wants to talk about Will and which Jada and all that shit, and Chris Rock. They're all Luciferians. When are y'all gonna wake the fuck up? They're all Luciferians. Lord, OCO, what's going on, fam? I ain't seen you in a minute. They're all satanic. Let's say satanic. Let's say Satan movement's all a made-up thing, right? It stems back maybe 200-300 years. These motherfuckers are all in. They have bought into it, but see, we know that there's a world within a world. And when I say that, I'm talking about there's things that we have lost touch with. And we've been kind of shielded and protected, but not from the physical. So we've been dilapidated and dealing with this shit. I'm here to tell you, we got to think differently. Regardless of what's going on in this world, we have to start manifesting different thoughts. We have to be more relevant to ourselves and to one another. Or otherwise, this shit is going to conquer us. Now, that's not part of the story. Some of us may not be here. Or we'll be here, but not the way you see. They think they can catch our energy every time we leave. When we pass on, these motherfuckers really think they're catching, and what they don't know what they're catching is the shit we used to control long ago. And these things they're capturing, they want to be captured because they're not being captured. See, these people, the ones watching and nosy and everything, listening to whatever else it is that's still afraid of us, who are doing this systematic shit, you got to pay attention, people. This ain't no fucking aliens and Matrix and all that other. This is not a fucking movie. This is shit that a lot of people don't know nothing about because they haven't been nowhere. They haven't been able to put this together. It's only a handful of people who are messengers who are going to be able to speak on certain things, and with the hope of being able to formulate it where it can be reached to some. It's not going to be reached. It's not going to be reached by all, but to some. And these motherfuckers are manipulating, and they really believe that they have found the way. If that was the case, we'd all be dead right now. And we're not. But they are still working hard because they're that sick. Y'all, we look at the media, we look at all these motherfuckers, right? One thing we don't do is we don't pay attention to the ones who are blackballed or removed, who tell you the truth. Nobody wants to listen to them. Why? They tell us all the time what's going on. We have people in the music industry who tell you all the time. A lot of these niggas in the music industry, bunch of pedophiles and faggots. No good ass, worthless fucking things. They're not even creatures of the night or beings no more to me. I don't see how y'all can sit there and communicate and conversate. In the NFL, the NBA, all that shit. You have people who work on the side of darkness, Jannah. I keep telling y'all this word, it's not a game. But because those who are very vile and evil have a lock on all this corporate. And you see that corporate shit came out, 25 years ago when it was, we didn't even think the post office to be fucking corporate. The hospital be a corporation. We were like, what the fuck? All of a sudden, corporation started popping out. Now the truth started coming out because people started talking about it. Corporate owned. There's laws that say no 2 or 3 people are supposed to have ownership over every goddamn thing. Yet here we are with 3 or 4 Jews, Zionists, whatever the fuck they want to, whatever they are, because I don't like calling. Not all Jews are bad people. I'm sorry, y'all. Look, I'm sorry, but not sorry. I know too many motherfuckers who have enlightened me to have some of the shit that I'm talking about. They can't stand some of the shit that's going on. All right? That's why I'm speaking on this shit. You have enough people from all different walks of life and all your years and your decades of living hitting you with different aspects, and you've got to formulate a way to be able to put this shit out together. I'm only doing the best as I learn more and more and more. All right? These motherfuckers, I'm speaking on, own all this shit. So when you go pick up toilet paper, toothbrush, toothpaste, and all that, you notice that they've had all kind of sin and shit that give you cancer, fluoride, and heavy metals. These motherfuckers are intentionally hiring motherfuckers with, in microbiology and science, to go ahead and create this shit, making sure that deadly things are in there. Who's guiding them? And these so-called side, they walk around you all the time. You just don't know who they are. Half the time they don't know the bad they're doing, and the ones that do know, you won't never hear nothing from them. They probably paid millions of dollars to live somewhere and be quiet. That's how sick this shit is. And there's a law from 1920 something, post-war warfare. I think it was just put there to say that nobody can have ownership of everything. There's no one man. But yet they go against it, and these sons of bitches are doing it. And these are the motherfuckers who conspired together to create the World's Fair, to redistribute all the shit that we had already created, to destroy our Tartarian Republic, all right? And to bring in usher in their own sick desires and make sure that their lineage learns and become even more sicker. And they are so sick right now. Look at them with their billionaires and all this bullshit. And now they're letting a lot of Negroes become millionaires over the last 35 years, right? Why? Because they want, and they're not all skin folk, it's kinfolk. Somebody that had a boot on your neck. Y'all need to pay attention to this. How about that one nigga sheriff that was down in Texas who was abusing his own people? Like he was something special. And it sounds fucking stupid, like he ate way too much pork and the worms were in his brain. Oh, they fired his ass, and I think they arrested him too, if I remember right. Stupid ass. And we got plenty more of them like running around. Look at Tatum, always running to protect the police. But when you start asking them, and you put 100 different posts of all these different accounts, and that's not even the tip of the spear of all the issues he don't say shit. So what, you married to a pale-skinned woman? I have no problem with that. I have a problem with people, how people formulate in their mind for wealth and gain and always push some Jesus shit. See, we have people who lack the responsibility to do the right thing. All right? And you have people around you and your family dying every day, and they ain't supposed to be fucking dying or sick. There's no reason for anybody to be sick. And we got a bunch of dumbass still going to get the flu shot, and they wonder why people around them getting sick, because you the incubator to bring a disease that, because of food, dietary purposes, you're not using herbs and certain plants and stuff. Hell, most of them times we're killing them, weed whackers and other chemicals that are deadly to us and animals, spraying it with that those different chemicals. I don't use the shit, but I used to work at Home Depot, so I remember seeing all that Orcon, all that those things you pump and spray, pure deadly to everything. Mother Earth has no respect for such shit. Phosphates and all those chemicals. It's not just poison killing spiders, and you see the women spraying spiders and the ants. They're fucking up a timeline of events that need to occur, but because they live in a house and they become so OCD as far as being clean, they run and get a poison that if they had any sense, they wouldn't be purchasing and spraying and fucking up what grounds you to Mother Earth. The trees are crying because they feel this shit. They see the pain in us, but they can't heal us because most of the things that would heal us, we're destroying because of ignorance. When are people going to wake the fuck up? When are we going to manifest something different? Because you know what? I'm so tired of this gay agenda and this motherfucker. Look, I ain't got no problem with a motherfucker but doing what they doing behind their closed door. But this in the parade and walking down the street, disrespecting the creations, motherfucking rainbow. These are perverse motherfuckers who have went beyond their limit, and we're supposed to have compassion because there's a few more still running around sick. They're sick and they don't even know why they're sick. And it took a brother, 20-something years, how many years ago, 2 decades ago, who pointed this shit out. I don't know, 2 or 3 days. I got to look him up. The chemicals that he showed about using a frog, that it's what's making our boys want to be like girls. And then certain foods, chemicals in the foods are making the girls want to be like men. So you have a de-emasculation. And then you have this thing in these women where they're feeling more manly. That's chemical fucking castration. And its effect on the body. And then we're eating meat. We want to say we're indigenous. Oh, I don't give a fuck. If you're born here, you're native, okay? You're not a Native American, but you're Native American. But you're not in that ab. That means like the rib, the first. We are the first. It doesn't matter what a motherfucker think. We are the first of the soil. We're the ones that created and built the fucking car, the buildings, the pyramids, all that shit. And they want you to, look. That's it. Bottom line, they can argue and feel however the fuck they want with the little pale-skinned scientists and anthropologists. Hell, you had some tell this truth. And then you had the motherfuckers who work for the little goofy-ass cult societies and shit. The little goof fucks running around. All right? But here we are on our soil. Tolerating this shit. And it's going to come to an end. And you need to know where the fuck you stand. I don't give a fuck what they watch and what they see. You know, the fucking it's at that, it's fuck the climax. We're beyond that. They have murdered so many of our children. And they're murdering so many people. I'm talking about all the crayon colors if y'all still believe in that black and white shit. They have murdered so much, and they got us eating animals that ain't even indigenous to the fucking land, and they putting all these chemicals in it, and you think it's normal? Because everybody went to Coney Island and had a Nathan's hot dog. I was in Palestine, Israel. I ain't seen Nathan's no fucking where. Them niggas are eating pork. More faggots you can count on one hand. 2 hands, shit. I'm here to tell you something. Y'all better get it together and get clear. Y'all better share this shit. You better sit your children down and say, pay no attention to the curse words. You hear them all the time. Listen what this man's saying. The sentient creature. We're sentient. Fuck this man and woman shit. We're sentient and we have not roles to play, but we have order. We have put in positions for a certain fucking reason. There is this, what they call Hiberia a female, and this, what they call Hiberia a male, for a fucking reason. There's an order to this shit. That's why they want everybody fucked up out of order, and that's why you always hear these goof fucks. New world order, new world. And these goofy ass pale skins who piss me off. You conservative, you Republican. Shut the fuck up. You don't even know what a conservative Republican, a true Republican is. Now, you Negroes who want to be liberal, them the motherfuckers that took your gun rights, them the motherfuckers that impeded and stole your identity, them the motherfuckers that went and fucked all the people down south. That's why your ass is up north. Well, there ain't no up and down, but you know in that direction, north direction, and the south. Y'all don't even have a fucking clue, but you sit there like you know everything because the education system established by Theodore Teddy Roosevelt, that motherfucking half nigga, all right, because the Zionists who want control of the goddamn capital, after they killed Nicholas V, that mulatto, and Abe Lincoln, that nigga, and they painting all the pictures fake. Everything in history is fraud. You don't have to believe nothing I'm saying. These motherfuckers know exactly what they're doing. They knew how to do it because they paid attention to time. While everybody else was frolicking in war. See, they keep a war going. They can keep changing, get rid of the old guard, and have the new motherfuckers fucked up with the new history. And the people who go by this shit are the dumbest motherfuckers. That's right, some of us, dumb as shit. And we are the only ones that can change it. The only ones. Telegram. Kusa Nation. Oh boy. We're the only ones that can change it. What's going on? All right. Telegram, you know how it is. Good information. Check it first. But anyway, when are people going to get their heads out their ass? And I know people, it's so easy to offend it, and they think it's natural to be feel offended like that. There's nothing normal and natural to be, why be offended? I'm not offended about shit. I just know that I control the narrative. I control the space. I have motherfuckers come at me all kind of ways sometimes. I'll be looking at them like, okay. I don't even give it time of day. It's not, if I see in my peripheral, mental, or whatever, moving funky, I deal with it. However the fuck it needs to be dealt with. I don't give a fuck if it's looking right, it's got shades on, clean shaven, suited up. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to deal with it with extreme fucking prejudice. Without being prejudiced. Whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean. But elusive to the new monarchy that we're dealing with in this time and age. I cannot stand the stupidity of where life is at. And it's not the, look, I'm not the benchmarker saying, look, you was a dumb motherfucker and you wrong and blah. No, man. People, it's not up to me. People can snap out of it at any time. And it happens all the time. So who am I to be bench warming for a motherfucker to keep them in a bad, in a bad space? I can't do that. And I don't have to be standing on a batter's mound ready to swing a homer, either. We have to pay attention. And most times we don't pay attention to shit. You see what I'm saying? And we have to change that. There's no way around it. They have been murdering motherfuckers nonstop. It's almost like some kind of, we got y'all caught up in a system where you're going to be a willing sacrifice. Though you're not willing sacrifice, and either way it's going to work out for the benefit of us. That's how they got us. Not for us, but, speaking in second party, for them. So they don't have to take you to Bohemian Grove and set up Moloch. And yeah, they showed you a wooden effigy of a tall, dark man, right? Or a child. No, they were doing that for real from Italy to the East Coast, then to Follywood and the Redwood Forest. They were doing that with our people. They were sacrificing our people at that goddamn fake-ass wooden owl that ain't got nothing to do with the truth. And they're a little hyperbolic to make sure that they can instill fear in those in the presence of Hollywood, whether it be producers, writers, actors, actresses, to create another thing, knowing that there's forces out there that are going to relegate themselves to this shit. All right. And these motherfuckers in Hollywood, they've gotten to see some things. But the perversion, the shit that we kept at bay, More, we better snap the fuck out of y'all. Better stop eating beef, chicken, and pork. You better throw that shit away. Fuck you. You better put that shit away. Stop eating that shit. Start growing you some shit in your house. I don't give a fuck if you got to get rid of all your furniture. Sleep on the fucking floor, 10 outside, and start growing your shit. Purify your fucking water. Stop playing around and wasting your goddamn time with some worthless motherfucker that everybody will probably do the killing films on at these jobs. It's going to happen. And if these motherfuckers were smart, what people know out here, they'd be like, let's back the fuck off for a moment. But they're not that smart. Look at Lori Lightfoot, still the mayor of Chicago. Like, how stupid are you? And I look at all the people that voted for Biden. Ain't nobody saying shit now. They're just looking like a dumbass. I thought I knew some of the smartest motherfuckers who I grew up with. They turned out to be some of the dumbest motherfuckers. And I ain't beating them up, but they need this ass slashing. When you live in a place and forget your roots, and they all kindred. A lot of people migrate at the same time, pretty much the same place, and they don't even fucking know that. Some of them held on to who they are, and some separated. And you would think that people would be wiser. It's not the case. And y'all, I look at all these places where all these shootings that happen, these little dumb, broken ass, and it's easy for me to say it like this, like it's hate, goofy little niggas. No, I say that because it's the truth. And this is what these motherfuckers wanted, the enemy. The problem is that even with them knowing the truth, they probably wouldn't change. So what, you know what it is? Good dogs that went bad that need to be taken to the pastures and put away. As fucked up as that sound, that's really what's going to happen. Now, see, the enemy knows it. The problem is most people won't say what the fuck needs to be said. There's only two genders. Why the fuck I'm going to sit here because I got people I went to school with who are fucking grown because they want to be sacked up with the same, there's nothing normal about that. And that's not perverse. I'm not one to say go and hurt these people. That's stupid. What the fuck? And that's not even to be good with law. Fuck these fake laws. This shit is not right. But don't go hurting them. That's the dumbest shit on the planet. That's not who we are. You see how it could be a catch-22? My thing is, we have to establish it for our children and stop the perversions, the lies. These faggots teaching our children in school, the moment you find out one of them trying to push that shit, they need to be dragged down the fucking street. Need to be dragged down the fucking street. You can give a fuck if it's a horse and buggy, a motorcycle, or a car. Need to be dragged. Enough is enough. If it's supposed to be about ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, then let it be about ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. Not no politics. Don't be fucking a little boy up telling him he can go in the closet and put on girly clothes. The shit is not all right. Because you got some faggot or some lesbian or some pedophile who wants to sleep with little boys and little girls in the school system. They need to be rooted the fuck out, not made normal. Kajinka, this motherfucking nigga, they want to bring him to the goddamn Supreme Court. She can't define what a fucking woman is, married to a pale skin, which is no problem here. But they want to sit there and be lenient to fucking pedophiles. Who the fuck's really hiring this bitch and putting her in position? And then you want to sit there, a motherfucker, old crepit motherfucker. They had and everybody's ignoring him. This shows you that nothing is what it seems to be. Everybody's ignoring him, looking at Obama and Kamala Harris, Hindu ass. She don't know she black. She know exactly the part of the game she's playing after setting motherfuckers up and murdering on death row in California. And y'all want to vote for these motherfuckers talking about black this and black that, like the dumb fucks you are. You want to run around voting for Republicans and this, that, and the other. You don't know half of them know exactly why they're in the position they are and why you in the position you are. Man, fuck both them parties. That's just keeping it 100, Ace. Now, what you haven't been paying attention to these little secret motherfucking organizations running around creating all this chaos and calamity. That's what you haven't been paying fucking attention to. Hell, David Icke, a whole lot of motherfuckers been telling you for the longest time, and you don't want to listen to none of them because why? They ain't got no soul brothers. Blaxploitation's got your fucking head fucked up. Man, Jim Kelly's rest and wherever the fuck. But even he was a little confused. He was part of that circle. He wanted to get back into making movies. Do y'all get where I'm coming from? Huh? Everybody done just ignored Birdman and all these other motherfuckers, huh? The shit they pulled and done. And some of the other ones, because they went and created a wealth, they were able to walk the line and get away, but they didn't do nothing to stop the perversion and shit going on. Regardless, it's because they didn't have nothing to do with it. They had everything to do with it. They ain't say nothing and spoke against the shit. They didn't make moves to stop it, to make change to the industry. So fuck them too. Fuck rap. This shit ain't rap no more. Fuck the underground movement. Because they ain't really all that underground. Them niggas is fucked up and confused like everybody else. We need a whole revamp of every fucking thing. That's the only thing that's gonna make shit right. And look, if the motherfuckers are having a hard time with the fact that you being the real indigenous, yo, fuck them too. See, we have no problem with letting them be Indians and this, that, and other. But when they don't know who we are, they don't know shit about what's going on in this world. They really don't know real history. But fuck them. Because let me tell you something. We went from the greatest farmers, the most farmland, to where it's been given to a bunch of pale skin, then later hand motherfucking Mexican, to growing GMO shit, more toxins to where it was ousted. We know Bill Gates and them were behind that to South America, but we don't bringing that shit in from South America. Yeah, we can grow all that shit here. Like, make it make fucking sense. How come nobody's paying attention? And then you look at all these motherfuckers who are these farms that actually were paid damn near quite a sum to destroy the shit like it's going to benefit and help them. Oh, you got to be partial to grow your shit, but it's still GMO shit. So this old decrepit and blind motherfucker nobody really voted for, that some fake ass Zionist rabbis put in position, like they put Trump. Talk about something was about to be a food shortage. When Denmark, Sweden, and Greenland and all them have been prepping the people and telling them for a long time. Now we got the fucking war with Russia and so-called, what you call it? Get the fuck out of here. What's wrong with motherfuckers? Oh, I saw the news article with that nigga who was ex-army who's a doctor. I'm going to Ukraine to help. Oh, man, I wish I was so close to him. I'd have fucking hit him in the, I'd have ran his ass over. Democratic my ass. Poland and this, that, and other. And nobody even paying attention to any of the places know what's really going on. See, this is how they get your asses. And then you pay. I'm grateful for those of you not paying attention, but you know, we need to pay attention to some things. I hate the news. Straight up, just I have nothing but pure hatred, and that's something I don't like to have in me because it's another form of stress. Even though you could say it's kind of bilateral, it's not good to have. The news ain't shit. Touching it. Oh shit. Okay. Got way pundit. Yep. The vaccine, yeah. The spread from vaccinated to the vaccinated. Those, if you're around motherfuckers that got that coof shit, they're spreading some shit. You got to and fuck these vitamins. These manufacturers making these vitamins are making nothing but more poison, more toxin. You're better off fasting. Then your body reset itself. I'm not eating shit today. I got an apple sitting there looking at me like, hey, partner. I'm like, shit. Your name say Fuji, nigga. This ain't Mount Fuji. Fuck out of here. All right? And I'm just going to have my down the line root tea because I got to. Because like I said, I'm Desert Storm era. They gave us shots that I wish I would have knew then. I'd have been like, nah, you ain't hit me with that shit. I'll just take the fucking dishonorable. Fuck y'all. And made my way because you know what? I know whatever my path would have been, I would have still ended up on doing this right here. And that's a fact. Yeah, there ain't no such thing as COVID, partner. No such thing as COVID. All right? We're not going to have that on here. All right? There's no such thing as that shit. Cancer is man-made too. All right? Go study up on COVID, the origins of it and everything else. It's been around since fucking 18-something, the Spanish flu. When that was created right here in America and given, and all these fucking soldiers died and they started spreading it to all the communities. That's right. That Spanish flu was made right the fuck here. And it was supposed to be an inoculation and it killed millions. Pay attention to what I'm saying here. Not because I'm ex-military and shit, because this is known about with a lot of people, but not in the suburbs and the cities. You know, nobody's sitting around having these conversations, and if they are, somebody's lacking and they're forgetting. All right? COVID's fake. Just like that Mother Teresa's son, Fauci, fake bastard. They're part of this shit, to murder people. All right? So if you went and got the jab, you got something now. But it's creating a variant of some form and murder and killing a whole lot of folks. It's funny how a lot of people, I've got 5 friends of mine I went to school with and 2 who I didn't. So that's 7 women who are nurses. And they're sitting there telling me all the time, man, and one's in Georgia, another one's in New York, another one's in Jersey. And they're telling me in Texas, they're saying, man, ever since those shots, niggas is coming in dying from 38, 20, fucking 50 years old, just dropping dead, and the news not even talking about it because it's part of the fucking same system. How many of y'all seen people dying around you right now? Right now on Facebook, I'm going on Facebook right now on Facebook, right through Instagram. I'm going right now and see somebody else. Just yesterday, 2 people passed I knew growing up with. Before that day, another person passed away. This is ongoing. And nobody's even, people are thinking, oh, they just passing away. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, chemo will fuck you up, and that was created by a sister, and they took that and weaponized it. How many of y'all go in to get an X-ray, and you ever look at the motherfucker standing there behind the thing? Now they can get a little message, and you think that it's at a safe with your little, and I said this, with your little lead apron on, them bitches can raise that bitch up 4-fold, zap you. Oh yeah, we got the pictures. Now they just fuck you up in some kind of way if you're not strong, your body's not better with the iodine and thyroid and all that other shit. And they do that. This secret little society of fucks. When you go in, you know, when you give all your information, oh, they all tied in. Oh yeah, we need. And so you have these doctors put a little shot in, walk away. It's fine. Motherfucker die. You think shit is normal? This stuff is not, come on, pay attention to what's been going on in your life for the last fucking 15, 20, 30, 40 fucking years. For those of you who've been here that long or longer. See it for what it is. Again, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Hit the notification. We can all, man, I've been subscribing to brothers' channels. Like, if I see you on here, I'm going to see if you got a channel to subscribe so I can just get you past some points. We all can help each other out. Motherfuckers don't even have that common sense to do that. Always in competition for what? Huh? Sometimes we got to shut the fuck up and listen. This ain't some fake ass church. Hey man, my brother. No, that's none of that shit. I love the fuck out of y'all. My passion drives me. It's a passion that I don't even fucking understand. Drives me to do this shit. And there's anger behind it too. Don't get it twisted. But it's not rageful shit. It's like if they would just fucking stop for a fucking moment. They don't know how you got motherfuckers that are moving your neighborhood, gentrification they call it. And they be the stupidest motherfucking pale skins I ever seen in my life. Nigga on the block, round the block, like, oh, I'll get these niggas. That's why you see the police move in trying to get some of these motherfuckers and get them locked up, but they letting them out. They need this shit in order to create some kind of fucking civil strife. But the civil strife has been ongoing. It's nonstop. The cops are killing more pale skins and Spaniards than they are niggas, but niggas, because the media want to play a certain role or divide and conquer, nobody's paying attention to that shit. But because you got pale skins, ex-military run down on brothers because they got fear in their heart. They don't have respect. They don't even know what the truth is. And half of them were the first generation born here, maybe from adoption. In a costume. And one-on-one wouldn't stand a chance with the majority of us. I don't give a fuck about BJJ and all that shit. I've been studying that all my life. All that shit. Most niggas getting not becoming less fear of the gun and the taser and all that shit. And they want to crack some skulls. And I wish my brothers in uniform would just chill the fuck out for a moment. But some racists are dumb motherfuckers. They are the dumbest people walking the planet. Racists are. They are the dumbest motherfuckers walking the planet. They don't know shit. You dig what I'm saying? That's how weak they are. They don't know shit. And they walk in every facet. Long they got themselves in a position because they got them goofy ass half Jews telling them who are the head of the fucking clan, oh yeah, you know, yeah, white power, and the niggas trying to kill, and you see what they're dying, and a whole bunch of bullshit. And these goofy fucks, because they were in the military, they got their ass handed to them, or the sisters that got long stroked by a dark pole or whatever. I don't know what the fuck. Some old goofy shit. And their parents was ignorant as fuck and raised them into dumb stuff. So instead of them realizing that that's the dumbest thing to belong to, and hey, they're not going to succeed. You would think they were wising up, but no. Some of these motherfuckers are arguing with just sociopaths. They're sick. They're chemically castrated. They're dumber than a motherfucker. And there's no way to save them. You can't save them. Collateral fucking damage as far as I'm concerned. They're the dumbest people walking the planet. And now you got niggas who act no different. All skin folk ain't kin folk. Now, I'm not, one thing I don't advocate is going out and violence. Violence is going to find you. Trust me. It's going to find you. The thing is to be able to react with violence, a higher level of violence, with a righteous mindset, where your emotions are not bound to it. That's a whole level of some other shit. That's why I say you need to know self. You need to know self. There ain't no way around it. You dig what I'm saying? People gonna learn. People gonna fucking learn. And for some, it's gonna be too goddamn late. I like with free Papua, you know, Papua New Guinea, Australia, Maui, all them people, Easter Island, same niggas over there. It's funny how Easter Island way over here, it was number of niggas found over there, right? And so-called Britain's supposed to be governing that body of land. Why is the niggas everywhere around there? But they forget about the Asian slave trade. They forget about those Spaniards and pale-skinned ones that came here as indentured servants to a melanated rule. But they had to fake in Hollywood, make some pale skins like they was King James. I've been there the most. I know what King James was, a nigga all the way through. Motherfucker may have been from here, from origin. I don't know, man. The story is twisted. But I told you it was seven continents with 7 states. Tartaria, and we were the republic. We had buildings here that rivaled Rome. You think I'm bullshitting? Man, these motherfuckers been here destroying shit, revamping and fucking building dams and flooding cities and shit with niggas' approval. So they can have that world of comforts with them big ass, you know, while we fighting one another, making each other POWs. We're all related. All of us related, motherfuckers. You need to get that through your thick fucking head and start teaching your children that. Start letting them go out and play with one another. Let them be fucking what they're supposed to be instead of what you want to make them in your dumb likeness. They were already created to be who they're supposed to be instead of all of us fucking them up with our fucked up perverted ways. Has anybody ever told y'all that? We're so busy wanting to have control over every goddamn thing. We don't even have control over self. So what we do, we buy into the lucrative ways of bullshit, and we don't even realize the rationality behind that. So we need to become more rational in our form and sense of thinking. See, the perverse are going to stay perverse. Lori Lightfoot ain't going to stop rubbing cooties and putting dildos on. Maybe it's not even about sex with her no more. Maybe it's about adrenochrome, whatever the fuck they be doing, that weird goofy shit. Maybe she likes going to the little rooms where they got secretive with the little motherfuckers in black suits, can make sure that she has, you know, the shit that she look all fucking goofy. Lori Lightfoot. That should say a whole lot, her fucking name. But that's how perverted and sick our people are, y'all. They're selecting the motherfucking renegade, the children of the Look, when Reagan let the motherfuckers out on the street, the motherfuckers started having babies, and yeah, some of them was able to function for a little while. Well, I think those are motherfuckers they've been putting in office. Motherfuckers from Bellevue crazy and Mountainside and Overbrook and goddamn Cuckoo's Nest. I'm just saying. I mean, come on, look at what the fuck, look at what we're dealing with. You got a group of motherfuckers writing laws on laws like I said, you tell one lie, you gotta keep telling another lie. If you can't stop telling lies, the motherfuckers get perverted. These motherfuckers keep writing laws, and this shit is stupid. Look at California. What they just about to add about 20 more gun laws, and it's the criminals. The motherfuckers they've made in the criminals. Innocent motherfuckers too. They perverse, and this is liberal fucking all Zionists control over Hollywood. Fucking look, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all need to speak up and say the goddamn truth. We've had enough of Zionism on this fucking land with these fake motherfuckers claiming to be us with a new identity that didn't even exist in the goddamn 1700s. And fuck them motherfuckers. Y'all need to 40 new gun laws. Yeah, y'all need to wake up and get real with it. The shit gonna end is gonna end bad regardless. Oh, okay. All right. I can go on. Trust me. I could talk for hours on this shit. Somebody might be sitting there going, man, woke up eating a little different. I mean, I don't want to see nobody going through the shit they're going through, bro. I would like to see fucking doctors take the reins and start really doing the right shit for once in their fucking worthless lives. But some of them probably think the right thing is still doing this dumb shit they're doing. They don't understand what's really coming for them, but they keep up the perversions of what they're practicing. Now, that's why there's certain individuals who watch and monitor this. They ain't going to tell them fuckers. Unless they got the sense to watch and pay attention for themselves, they're not going to tell them. Anyway, that's why I don't even look at this shit. I don't get stressed. I just wonder what my people, I'm going to get your head about your ass. Come down up out the clouds. Fucking the cloud. Them ain't even real clouds, some of them shit. Ground yourself. We need to be grounded. We need to be grounded on the earth. Go out and hug a fucking tree for 20, 30 minutes. Sit under, put your feet in the motherfucking dirt. Fuck what people are thinking walking by. Them motherfuckers are walking around with them rubber soles on, heads all up their ass. They're about to do something stupid, probably going to whatever the fuck they just don't be part of it. Don't even do yourself that favor. Monitor your water intake. Take a moment to fast. Look at yourself in the fucking mirror. And start asking yourself the hard questions. And don't look everywhere for the answer. The answer is within you. This old engine knows what the fuck he's talking about. The answer's within you. And connect your network. So if a motherfucker want to harm you, the niggas will be waiting for him at his house or wherever the fuck they at. Oh, our partner went to see you the other day about a little health issue. Now he's dead. The fuck you do, man? And it's not long talk. You want to know how to stop some shit? Then unify. Stop playing with yourselves on fucking the internet. Stop sitting there fiddling yourselves on the fucking internet all day. Thinking you got a voice when you don't have a voice because you really don't know shit. Instead of being a good student, you always pop and running your fucking mouth like you're a teacher, and yet you don't even know how to be a good student. How the fuck can you be a teacher if you were never a good student? If you're a lacking ass student, how could you be a proficient teacher? See, this is what these platforms, and they knew this. We'll just have motherfuckers doing this because you get out of control instead of just shut the fuck up. and listen. Use your senses to manifest something different from what you're used to doing. Instead of taking your shoes off at the foot of the bed, take them bitches off at the front door. And if you're already doing that, leave them on, take them off at the foot of the fucking bed. Switch your shit up. Look in the fucking mirror and talk to yourself. And fuck the next motherfucker who's talking to everybody but never addresses their shit. Change is going to happen. But what part are you going to play in it? First, it's going to start with you. And I know only a handful are going to actually take that challenge and do it, because this is a real challenge. Address yourself and stop addressing every fucking body else around you and everything going on. And stop eating all that funky ass food, wondering why you stink all the time. We showed them motherfuckers how to wash their ass and how to dress, and now we all funky. Breath stinking. Using that chemical shit to fuck ourselves up further. I know the mind's more powerful, right? None of this shit would have an effect. The problem is we haven't had time enough to let our minds become powerful. We've been fooling ourselves because we've been talking about my act and all this other goofy shit. Man, y'all need to leave that shit alone and leave all these pan-fried niggas and all these other goofy motherfuckers alone and get with the reality and the truth for what I'm speaking on. Because it's not untouchable. The shit is there. Every day I'm informing people about a certain book or this, that, and other. Then I say, well, why don't you learn what a key phrase is? If you want to find something, instead of the same shit you keep saying, because we know that Google and Wikipedia and all that shit has been, geared to push this little bullshit. But sometimes you got to go to Reddit, check pictures. Sometimes you got to go to different places. The information is there. You see what I'm saying? And this is, grand elevation. See, y'all, they in and out. I can't see everything, y'all. Apologies. Even on my tablet. I think I'm at like 19%. So I like to go all the way dead. So battery kind of be, But, excuse me. What up? This is the things I do because, I've been doing this for so long now. And I had to learn while I was doing it. And you know what helped me to learn? Some old heads, Korean, World War II, and Vietnam veterans, heard me saying I was Indian. They looked at me and said, you look like you got some Indian. They were being facetious and funny, though. Chief. Let's put it like this. They was from Georgia, Bama, and Mississippi. First class chiefs. Anyway, they looked at me and said, boy, yeah, you look like you got some Indian in you. And they were just being funny, right? And I was like, you just hang around us, young man. And I became youngest supervisor in my shop, my rank on the East Coast. Had motherfuckers following list. I was strong as fuck, walking around with two gal 17s on my fucking shoulder. And motherfuckers were like, what's this motherfucker on? I'm talking about the flight line. Two, gal 17, like gal 2, Vulcan cannon that you mount in the door, 2,000 low, 4,000 high, electric. Mini Gatling guns. Yeah. I used to walk with two of them and get the little mount, put that motherfucker up on my shoulder and walk that bitch down and then throw it up in the helo or whatever the fuck they was going to fly, shoot it from. Just the shit I used to do, man. Fucking me and my boy, Derek Walker, hernia bars, 2 people loading 500-pound bombs. That's not how you do it. You do it with 4 and 1 in the middle. 2 on the front, 2 on the back, 1 in the middle. It was just me and him. We were like 10 men short. We had to load these A7 Corsairs. On the pot, we had to load them. There was no way around it. We grabbed the front and the back hernia, and we would switch off from front to back because the front is real heavy. And we get it and we line it up, get it just where we need it, and we lift it and slam. And motherfuckers was like, who is these little niggas? And my boy Walker from Macon, Georgia, So it's nothing but country blood that's flowing up. And they were like, these and so then they had a thing where they brought out inerts and they made it a competition. The strongest guys in the ordnance shops who can load the aircraft the fastest, and we're talking about thousands of pounds of bombs within a certain half hour, whatever, bam, bam, without fucking up the load and arming it and everything. Now, these are inert, so we were loading lives, y'all, when me and Walker was doing it, you know, and a couple other guys in the shop realized, oh shit, they're loading the planes, and they started doing it. And I mean, hell, we could have had an accident. Hell, it could have been like the forest star. But when you have to, and that's the shit that we were seeing for. We've always been innovative. Wasn't no pale skin doing what the fuck we was doing. Our shop was mostly us. And the Chiefs and them coax them, you know, Elmer coax them and Chief Dupree and so on, so on, so on, so on. They would go went overseas. They would snatch us up and say, "Look, y'all gonna come with us. All right, we gonna let y'all meet some people." Yeah, we were meeting some old motherfuckers, man. And it was like a pleasure to see these pale skinned people and some people of color. But I mean, it didn't matter if it's Scotland, or England, or whatever the fuck. Even Israel. That's right. In Palestine, I had a couple of Jews sit me down. I met Chief Dupree said, "I want you to talk to these men." Went to this back room, carpets everywhere, had to take the shoes off, shit. I thought they were Arab. No, they were Jews. And they listened. And man, they gave me a wealth of information. That's why I speak the way I do. This perversion ain't gonna last long. A lot of these motherfuckers think they're gonna run away to some place or they're already on left and they're working from afar. There's hunters out there looking for these motherfuckers. And even the ones in hiding, they know it. And they still want to continue to do the dumb shit they're doing. And then what's even more bothersome is the Chinese think they could buy this land. See how fast they moving? Not the sheep people were our kindred. These pale skinned motherfuckers, they're part of the people who went there like they went to Japan, and the two different of the pale wolf and collaborated with some of our own people. And they want to come here with that shit. They think that that's going to get a fly, even though we got those who are good and who I love and I respect. You got a bunch of them who are fucking just no different from some of the niggas here. Corrupt and no fucking good. I'm amazed at how many niggas went and got the jab. But see, the thing is, it's not only in the jab. See, it's a mental thing. They've been putting it everywhere. You see the motherfucker who created it? You see how they shot him a hit and this. See how nobody even pay attention to that shit? The mRNA, the motherfucker developed, he's still around. They just shut. I don't know if he did. Is he dead? Did they suicide him? But anyway, they just quiet him the fuck up. Hey, grand elevations, everybody. Yeah, voting, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's pure bullshit. And then when you got sheriffs who get in there and they're supposed to be constitutionalists, talking about standing against the Second Amendment, get them the fuck out. Fuck town hall, city meetings, and all that shit with them old decrepit. You tell them, nah, y'all go down there and say, nah, you motherfucker, you got to go. Fuck what Congress says, this, you got to get the fuck up out of here. And look, how's it every state got a constitution? What the fuck is that? Do you see the perversions? What's wrong with y'all that y'all don't see this shit? Did y'all vote for that? Y'all say, okay, we can have that? This is fine? Fuck legislature. Who the fuck are they? They have taken everything that we have created and created a hodgepodge of fuckery. They want to design something they can collapse from the inside out, knowing that they would start from the outside to get to the inside, so that way they can bring the inside and do what they're doing now to affect the outside. All they had to do was do the right thing and leave certain motherfuckers alone. But they're so goddamn stupid. You would think people would rise above the occasion. I see motherfuckers, nothing against C-Mac. This nigga got all these thousands of followers, and I'm like, and what the fuck is he talking about? I'm glad he's trying to do something from the level of his, you know, his rightness and people. But see, that's the good that's still within inside that motherfucker. But he's still like a child, caught up in that goofy ass Crip gang shit, and that goofy ass blood shit, all that goofy shit, created by Masons and motherfucking frat motherfuckers. Created by feds. You goddamn right. I don't want to hear nothing about that little young nigga, the first one they murdered. That was, they didn't pay. They didn't want to pay him. They said, well, we can get rid of him. He established what we needed. Now we can go in here and we can keep it going. You think I'm bullshitting? Y'all better really go and study deep on every motherfucking body in the beginning. Not the ones who are talking, oh yeah, we've been around from the beginning. Not them ignorant motherfuckers, but the ones you don't hear about no more, the ones you don't see. Niggas be having a big ass Q and braids on their fucking arm. Please, man. I had motherfucking peoples of mine in the military would sit down and sit me down and tell me, yeah, see this nigga right here, show me pictures. Niggas in the military from LA. See this nigga right here, this is when my brother got murdered. This nigga right here, this nigga was a fed. Blued out like that? Nigga was a fed. Nigga came, established some shit. We got all these drugs and guns, but we don't know where the fuck it came from. And nigga was gone. Then come to find out, saw the nigga in the news on a hearing. He was a special, what you call it, and he looked a little different, but they knew with the goatee going and everything like that, they knew exactly who the fuck it was. How come nobody ever be seeing this shit and talking about it? And yeah, we got niggas still running around because you know what? It's a big industry now. And all the women in a set of brothers and shit. Trap houses killed innocent motherfucker. Man, please, man. Man. Look, man. Fuck a gang. All this shit is gangs, man. And the word gang, look that motherfucker up. My battery's at 15%. Let me throw this in here. I'm going to hold it up, guys. Actually, it should be able to charge from this. No, I won't be able to work on that. I don't think I'll be able to work on this. So I'll just hold it right here. I'm about to get off anyway. I'm bust out. But look, I'm not shaving for a few days, y'all, so I'm going to be a little scruffy. You know, my boy, he wanted to cut my shit up. You know, he's like, you got waves. I'm like, nigga, I ain't waving shit. I'm trimming all this shit off here shortly. I said, you never know when something might happen. I got to put on my gas mask and shit. You know what I'm saying? Put on my gas mask. I'll be like, can't have a beard. But something's got to change, man. Like I said, I'm not advocating nobody going out and hurting nobody. That's just stupid. There's a message behind every story. The thing is, start calling shit as it is instead of being quiet and silent. I love when a motherfucker talking about Shemitic, any Shemitic. Nigga, you ain't a Semite. Fuck you mean? Don't even know my bloodline. Fuck out of here. Uses a self-hating Jew. The fuck you? That don't even make sense. Now you're using new language. Fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck. I can't stand stupid motherfuckers that like to argue all the time. When there's no argument to be had, when you see the system the way the shit is. There's no argument. There's no fucking arguing when you see how the system is fucking everybody. Even the motherfuckers partaking in it are the dumbest sons of bitches. And people want to sit there like they're really some bad shit. Well, no, I love y'all, man. I love y'all like a motherfucker, all right? I'm a little dry in the mind. I love y'all like a motherfucker, and I'll probably come back on a little later. They got to run out and take care of something. And, yeah, man, just keep your head above the water. I mean, that's what we need to do right now. Just keep your head above the water. You know what I mean? Hey, if you can walk on the bitch, more power to you. Then you tell everybody else how to walk on the bitch. I know, I'm surprised two of y'all hung on, but they shut my shit off. It was at like 18% and it just went off. So I'm gonna go ahead and charge it. And you know I love y'all. You dig what I'm saying? I see, yes, at least you ain't getting that, Brooks. But I'm gonna holler at y'all. And yeah, I gotta run around and take care of a few things. All right. And yeah, I was just on my other what you call it. So like I said again, I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Mad love. I appreciate everybody that came in the chat room, moderators and everybody. I had to go in this morning. I mean, I went to sleep. I woke up. and someone was talking to me. Like, some people out here, you're gonna look at them, they're not gonna say shit. They're gonna talk in a way. See, I read all the guidelines and all that. And the guidelines, what they're the guidelines. I even screenshot them. So I read them over and over. The thing is, when you're being personally attacked by a system that has vowed itself against you, then their guidelines and shit don't have a goddamn thing to do with you. Just like their fucking laws. They never have. But when your people are incorporated into a lie, a system that's steeped in a lie, and you go along, you marry yourself to it, then you implicate yourself to be viable to whatever they force upon you. Stop doing that shit. Like, subscribe, share this with friends and family. Tell them, hey, look, go and check Red out. Look, I got a lot more stuff to talk. This was like a little vent thing. You know what I'm saying? I had to get it out because our people are still walking around so goddamn confused. I'm still seeing people talk about Will Smith and James. Fuck them. People in the industry, well, they all them fine. They want to be there. If that's their go-to, and that's why they make their fucking paper, and so be it. If they ain't doing nothing for you. How many bought land and told you to come over here and you can build a house on it? Not damn one of them motherfuckers. Umar Johnson, pathetic, sorry ass, fucking ass. And the motherfuckers still watching. I see people be loading this shit up. I be like, y'all still looking at this goofy nigga? Sonetta, punk ass. I love my boy Dame, but when the fuck he gonna say, look, I got 200 acres. Who's coming over? I don't want to hear no more bullshit. I'm gonna go in on any and every fucking body. That has not, and that's not for fucking views either. That has not happened yet. And you better believe when it happens, the motherfuckers ain't ready for me. Not one of these goofy niggas out here. I'll let y'all leave. Love y'all.